I'm here at this shrine of Nossa Senhora de Pena, Our Lady of Pity, not because this is a religious show, but because just over there, beside this shrine, is a prehistoric tolos, a megalithic tomb. Let's explore it. The Tolos de Bajo is in the northern part of the Lisbon district, just outside the town of Torres Vedras. It's south of Torres Vedras, just outside the village of Bajo, from which it gets its name. The Tolos is on the top of a hill with great views looking out over valleys and hills all around. You can see the village of Bajo and Torres Vedras and off to the sea as well. The Tolos is right beside the shrine with a very large circular chamber, a long corridor facing towards the south, and an antechamber beyond. Outside the antechamber, there's a very sharp drop off a cliff, which seems to have been a quarry that's been used in the fairly recent past. So when this was built, it would have had this hilltop view, but presumably more space beyond the antechamber. This is a tolos. It's a round prehistoric tomb made up of blocks stacked on top of each other. And it would have had a false dome of stones stacked on top of each other in forming a dome over this. The walls around here are only about 1 meter high, so while it's very large across, it probably was not a very high roof on the inside. Oops, that was wrong. In the Archaeological Museum of Torres Vedras, there's a model of the Tolos, and it's quite tall. There aren't enough toloi in Portugal to really know for sure, but the estimate is that they can be as tall as they are wide, and Bajo is 6 meters across. With a 13-meter wide momoa or tumulus, Bajo would have been pretty impressive on its hilltop. There are approximately 60 toloi around Portugal, but none of them have really been analyzed properly. This one was excavated in 1908 after it was found by a French priest who was working at the convent nearby. But the excavation results really weren't published. Quite a few artifacts were found and are in the museum in Torres Vedras. In particular, there's a cylindrical idol which dates this back to the 3rd millennium BC, making this Tolos about 4,000 years old. Some further work was done on this Tolos just a few years ago by a team led by archaeologist Ana Catarina Sousa, and she's written a couple of papers about toloi in Portugal. So hopefully soon we'll have a better understanding of how these circular chamber tombs were constructed and used. I hope you've enjoyed this visit to the Tolos of Bajo. If you want to know more about it, check out the links down below. I've got lots of information on my website, prehistoricportugal.com. Please do give me a like and subscribe. I'm going to be bringing lots more videos with information about the prehistory of Portugal, as well as visits to sites all around the country. Thanks for watching.